Doesn't mean 6.
This is not math.
Yeah, it was math humor. This is not Are You Smarter Than a 5th grader? Which we probably couldn't win. Wrestling Unfiltered 15.
Yes, 15.
Yeah. If you know what that means by now, we're not telling you.
Oh, there's no other episodes either.
Yeah, we're not calling it episode. It's kind of stupid.
We're dropping that.
Yeah, we're not Star Wars.
Thank God neither of us are Hayden Christensen either.
Oof. Oh,
God,
hey.
whiny little bastard.
Anyway, I'm Sean.
I'm Ian.
More info from your favorite source of information.
Hayden Christensen is about as entertaining as Beer League.
Oh.
Only he would know what that means.
Yeah. If you just joined us, welcome to a roast. Which we haven't done on Michael Cole. We've done a long time.
Well, we're not talking about...
we're talking about, as you see in the credits from the last episode, we're going to talk about families in professional wrestling, like wrestling families.
Yeah.
So we're going to start early. Briscoes and Funks.
Briscoes and Funks. Man, those are some badass
Wrestling!
matches.
Wrestling!
Pure wrestling.
Now, Briscoes, Jack and Jerry. Jack, rest in peace, my friend.
Yeah, Jack.
And Funks,
One of the greatest ever.
Dory Jr. Terry. Now, three of those men. Former NWA World Heavyweight Champions.
And again, I'm going to go on record in saying that NWA Heavyweight title to this day, at least as far as I believe, and I'm sure Sean would too, is the only real World Heavyweight Championship.
Agreed.
You know?
So, but Funks, they started out, they had a patriarch, Dory Funk Sr.
Yeah.
Had the company in Amarillo.
Dory Funk Sr. looked like
Terry.
Dory Sr.
Looked like Terry more.
No, he looked like Dory Jr.
Yeah.
Sounded like Terry.
Yeah, there you go. But they learned the hard way.
Yes, they did.
You know,
all four of those men did.
But I'm talking about the Funks, at least.
Yes.
From our dad. But Briscoes did too. You know, the Native American descent, you know, they quit school early. They quit school to go to professional because they needed to make money. And
Jack Briscoe has said several times the reason he started doing professional wrestling was because of Lou Thesz.
Yeah.
Lou Thesz was his idol.
And Danny Hodge.
Danny Hodge.
Ooh.
Whoa, one of the greatest ever.
There you go. From Oklahoma, by the way, Danny Hodge.
Yeah.
So, and then Jerry Briscoe can't take that away from him, the former NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Yes.
That kind of means something.
Former NWA Tag Team Champions. You know.
Great rivalry with Steamboat and Youngblood.
God, those were some really good matches.
Yeah, so. But now you stick down with the Florida territory, we're going to talk about the Grahams. Eddie and Mike, you know, harking it back, you have Dr. Jerry Graham, which Vince McMahon has said that's his favorite tag team of all time. Dr. Jerry Graham and Eddie Graham, the Graham brothers.
One of my favorites, too. One of my favorites to watch. I mean, they were a great tag team.
They brought out, you know, they were the flamboyant, kind of like early Ric Flair. Blonde hair, money, cigars, all that good stuff.
But you had to go back to Gorgeous George because that's where it started, I think.
So, and then Mike comes in, didn't have any blonde hair, but you know, Eddie was running championship wrestling from Florida.
Mike was his son.
And Mike and Eddie Graham became the first
father-son.
I think the only father-son tag team champions.
Only father-son, yeah.
So, and then, you know, Eddie went to run the company, enter Dusty Rhodes.
Which is... Most people don't know if you, and we're going to touch on this a little bit later too.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes became he wasn't the American Dream.
It was a Texas Outlaw with Dick Murdoch.
Yeah. The Texas Rednecks, you know.
Yeah.
But he became the
American Dream.
The American Dream in Florida because, you know, it was a match he had with Pac Song and
the Grahams.
Against the Grahams. And Pac Song ended up hitting Dusty. He was supposed to hit, I believe.
Oh, it was an accident hit.
Yeah, it was an accident. He wasn't supposed to hit him, and that pissed him off.
Yeah. Accident or not, he's a big old Texas boy.
Big old Texas redneck, man. He wasn't going to let anybody hit him. So that's where it happened. He came in, attacked Pac Song, and the rest is history.
There you go. And let's talk about Dusty. Let's talk about his family. Got Dustin and Cody, his two sons.
His two sons, yeah. Dustin and Cody. Y'all.
And Dustin we know as
Gold Dust.
Yeah, please. He's got to do it. He's got to do it.
Yeah. But it's also he was the natural.
Yeah, natural in WCW.
Had a great tag team with Barry Windham.
Yeah, former, I think, U.S. champion and TV champion, I believe.
Was he tag team champion? I can't remember.
I think he was a six-man tag team champion.
Six-man,
along with his father and somebody else. Six-man tag team champion.
He was also a veteran of the War Games.
Oh, God. War Games. Please bring him back.
Dustin Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes, and the Nasty Boys.
Nice.
You know.
But now we talk about Cody. Hate the gimmick, like the wrestler.
The man himself is an amazing wrestler. He is a road, so it's in his blood.
Yeah, but the gimmick,
not so much. Not so much.
I don't want to learn how to shave my legs. Or how to put on deodorant.
I hair freaking legs. Oh yeah, I put on deodorant. I do wear deodorant.
Yeah, we all wear deodorant. We all need a proper way. You know, what's with once like?
Yeah,
like,
what? Okay, I sweat like a motherfucker. I gotta put more than just one. You know.
This is an art show. What the fuck is this? Anyway, so yeah, Cody Rhodes, he's got it. Let's drop the gimmick. Anyway, talk about Texas.
You want to talk about Texas?
You can't talk about Texas without mentioning the Von Erichs.
Yes.
Wow.
Great. But
great family.
So tragic.
Yeah, tragic. You know, if you haven't heard about it, seen about it, you know, if you got Netflix or whatever, Triumph and Tragedy or World Class Championship Wrestling, rent it or buy it or something.
We highly suggest it.
Don't pirate it.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah,
buy it or rent it because
it's a great story.
Ooh, and it'll tear you up too because the loss that family knew. I mean, and the way
it happened too.
The way it happened. I mean, just we'd have to spend an entire
another episode about it.
Yeah, we'll do an episode on WCCW. That is in the books for us to do.
So, but you know, Fritz Von Erich, patriarch of the family, and had his sons Kerry, Kevin, David, and Chris being the stars. And
unfortunately, Chris couldn't for some reason.
Chris couldn't. I don't think he wanted to.
No, but his body.
Or his body was so
frail because of his chronic asthma or something.
Yeah, asthma because the wrestling requires a lot of running.
Yeah.
So, and then Kerry, as we know, was the Texas Tornado in WWE.
A discus champion.
Yeah, discus champion. Kind of figured that.
He's a discus champion, but that's something else. When he was the Texas Tornado in WWE, he only had
one leg,
1 foot.
Yeah, he was messing with the prosthesis.
Yeah,
which I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
He was wearing so many of that tassel crap. You can't
I did not know. You couldn't tell and then he was in a motorcycle accident. He tried to come back too early, and he messed up his foot completely, and they had to amputate it.
So now nobody can say Zach Gallen's the first one-legged wrestler ever.
Yeah, literally. But
so anyway, so Kerry, we know, as some people may know, what became NWA World Heavyweight Champion, originally slated for David, who we said passed away.
Passed away in Japan.
In Japan, he was originally slated. Fritz slated him to be the next champion, or in the match at least. But no, David passed away, unfortunately.
Beat him with a Kerry beat Ric Flair with a backslide.
Simple move.
Simple move. We see all these complicated finishers now, and it's a backslide.
Yeah. Title run did not last long, but still, it's in the books. Kerry Von Erich was NWA World Heavyweight Champion,
as well as so many other men have been.
Yeah. Now next generation, we see Kerry's daughter Lacey. Now, when she first came in, no, but she's getting trained. She's getting trained by Angelina and Velvet. Mickey James is there now. Tara's there, so she's get help.
Katie Lee now too. So I mean, I'm really
and Sarita. So she'll get.
While she has people who can train her.
Yeah, and she'll get there, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
So, and speaking of Von Erichs, Texas Rangers in the World Series have been using the Von Erich claw as a symbol now. So, anyway.
And also, if you want to talk about TNA, there's Aoko Hamada. We have just a little bit of time. I want to mention that her dad is Gran Hamada. Japanese wrestler, Puroresu, and she's awesome.
And hot.
She's scary.
Scary and hot. You still remember that kicked the tail of Wallace's head?
I'll never forget to hear that smack. I was like, that bitch is dead. She don't kill that bitch.
Yeah, and Taylor's like, I don't want to go against her. Let's do a tag team.
Yeah.
But anyway, Texas families, stick with that. Guerreros. Why not mention them?
We're going to mention them when we'll come back and talk a little bit more about the Guerreros.
We'll get more time, because that's...
Corey Guerrero is the father.
The patriarch
of that entire family. So, and then you had...
Mondo. Hector.
Chavo Sr.
And Eddie.
There
you go.
Yeah. Man. Eddie. Every day, baby. Every day we miss Eddie.
Yeah. But I think we need more time to talk about the Guerreros.
Yeah.
But it spans.
And then you had Eddie's nephew,
Chavo's son.
Chavo Jr., Chavo Sr.'s son.
Yeah. You think we talking about we should make a whole episode of the Guerrero family or something like that? We can talk about it right now. Eddie Guerrero basically was kind of the more famous of the family.
Yeah.
You know, had so many championships.
So around the world he wrestled.
Yeah, he learned everywhere he was.
Yeah.
He was Black Tiger in Japan. You know,
had some fantastic matches with Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit.
Malenko and ECW, that last match they had.
Yeah.
Or any match they had.
The Halloween Havoc, the match that he had with Rey Mysterio.
Wow.
God, was that good.
Still can't get out of my head.
And then, you know, he also had some great matches with
Kurt Angle.
That
was great.
The matches...
RVD, Edge. You know, the tag team match he had with Chavo, Los Guerreros.
Los Guerreros, entertaining.
Wow.
Just entertaining tag team.
Those vignettes they did.
Great.
Then you bring in Vicky.
Well, Vicky, you know...
She married... She's married.
How amazing is it for a woman who's never been trained to get that much heat?
Wow.
I mean, like that she got
anytime she opens her mouth.
I mean, anytime she gets... It's just... I mean, and I was just like, yeah, she's
got heat.
She's got heat instantly.
Yeah. When she was, the general manager of SmackDown, the whole thing was...
Wow. I mean, people... She didn't have to work.
I don't think anyone with that much heat since... I think Sherry
Martel.
I think it's about it.
Yeah.
No, Vicky's heat kind of overshadows Sherry's heat.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
Because Sherry was so good at getting heat and keeping it. And
Vicky, wow.
It's easy to get heat, but to keep people just
hating you
and keeping it...
That's hard.
Yeah, it takes...
Vicky's doing a damn good job.
Yes. Vicky, we love you.
Yeah. Just... Cougar.
She's getting hotter, man. She's lost a lot of weight.
Speaking of which, I just found this out.
We both did.
Told by this. We have now confirmation that Shaw, Marie Guerrero, like Eddie and Vicky's 20-year-old daughter, yes, I say 20-year-old daughter, has signed a development deal with WWE. She's now going to FCW to train. Yeah.
You know what that means? She is now the fourth generation.
Very few fourth-generation people in wrestling.
I think she'll be the first fourth-generation wrestler. Fourth-generation diva.
Well, Shane's a fourth-generation guy.
Yeah, but I mean, she'll be the first fourth-generation diva in WWE.
Yeah, if she makes it that far.
Yeah.
And the thing is, she had no training. We don't know if she did train like Eddie and other girls did with the wrestling ring or something like that. We don't know that.
We don't know that for sure.
So, but everybody's gonna think, she's Guerrero. That's why she got a deal. We don't know that. I'm sure Vicky has some pull, maybe.
Chavo.
Yeah. They're not executives in the company, but they're still veterans. Well, Chavo is. Vicky is, from what I read, is happy that her daughter wants to carry on the family business.
I think that's great.
So Vicky's going to be there to make sure Shaw's not going to get hurt. Chavo's going to be there. So she's got help. But the thing is, she's got to, not imitate Eddie. Not copy it. She wants to be her own persona. Like JR said, just because you have a name, you got this so much on you to be just like the people that preceded you, your family members.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with Shaw. We wish her the best of luck.
Definitely.
And she's hot.
Yeah, that's exciting. So we'll see.
So Shaw, good luck. Don't get hurt.
Please don't.
So this concludes part one.
Part one.
We'll be back part two. More families.
Part two.